during my father.
Well, usually mine are too.
In the annals of American popular music, there is one name that outshines all of the others. It is the name of the man who was called the world's greatest entertainer. Al Jolson came to America as a 6-year-old Jewish immigrant from Tsarist Russia. He rose to become the first superstar of American entertainment. He became king of Broadway, star of radio, and for a brief time, the biggest motion picture star in the whole world when he made The Jazz Singer, the first talking picture in 1927.
Oh my God.
Jolson was also a patriot. He entertained American troops in 3 wars and was the very first star to go overseas to entertain the GIs during World War II. As a recording artist, over a 20-year period, Jolson had 90 top 10 singles and 23 #1 hits.
Oh.
But there was a lot more to the Jolson story than that. For more than 50 years before Elvis Presley, it was Al Jolson who first adopted the music and the performing style of African-American musicians and composers and made it his own. He championed the music and the cause of African-American composers and performers. Jolson fought for equal treatment of African-Americans in the entertainment business from the very beginning of his career. As a young Broadway star, he was the first to try to bring African-American acts into his own Broadway shows at a time when Broadway was pretty segregated. He became the first mainstream Broadway performer to use an all-African-American orchestra, and on one occasion threatened to punch in the nose anyone who would refuse service at a restaurant to him and his friend U.B. Blake, the great ragtime pianist and composer. He personally asked for Cab Calloway, the great swing-time band leader, to co-star with him in his musical The Singing Kid, and demanded and got equal billing and equal treatment for Cab on the picture. The songs that Al Jolson sang over the course of a 50-year show business career have become woven into the tapestry of America. And just think, it all started a little over 100 years ago, when the small figure of a singing comedian leaped onto the stage of the Winter Garden Theater on Broadway, waved to the audience, and announced to the world, "Wait a minute, folks, you ain't heard nothing yet."
Yeah.
Hello, folks, how are you? Boy, it's good to see you. And you know, I'm glad to see that everybody's in here today where it's nice and dry and warm. You know, we've been having a little rain, which is not a bad thing for those of us in California. But listen, folks, you gotta admit one thing. You gotta have rain. Why, if you didn't have rain, you wouldn't have beautiful flowers, would you? No, you would not. If you didn't have rain, you wouldn't have vegetables, would you? No, you would not. The rain brings everything out of the ground. I hope it don't continue. I got a mother-in-law buried down there. It can rain and it can snow, but one thing I want to tell you. Let me sing a funny song with crazy words that roll along. And if my song can start you laughing, I'm happy, so happy. Let me sing a sad refrain of broken hearts that loved in vain. And if my song can start you crying, I'm happy. Let me croon a low-down blues to lift you out of your seat. And if my song can reach your shoes and start you tapping your feet, I'm happy. Let me sing of Dixie's charms, of cotton fields and Mammy's arms. And if my song can make you homesick, I'm happy. Thank you. Thank you. Well, while we're on the subject of the rain, here's another little song you might have heard about that very same subject. Miss Lindy, if you please.
Hang on.
Though April showers may come your way, they bring the flowers that bloom in May. And if it's raining, have no regrets, because it isn't rain, you know. It's raining violets, and where you see clouds upon the hills, you soon will see crowds of daffodils. So keep on looking for a bluebird and listening for its song whenever April showers come along. Life is not a highway strewn with flowers. Still it holds a goodly share of bliss. When the sun gives way to April showers, here's the point that you should never miss. Though April showers may come your way, they bring the flowers that bloom in May. And if it's raining, have no regrets, because it isn't raining rain, you know. It's raining violets. And when you see clouds on the hills, look, there are clouds. No, they're crowds of daffodils. So keep on looking for a bluebird and listening for its song whenever April showers come along. Thank you, folks.
Cool.
Thank you.
Can we have some chairs up here in front for those that want to come up? Just taking a little time out.
Step right in, folks. There's room for everybody. You ain't heard nothing yet. That's right. Come right up close, because I like to see it. I like to look at your faces when I sing.
That's your costume.
No, he's the star, I'm just the photographer.
She'll be okay.
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 Let's go.
Are we ready, Miss Lindy?
Okay.
Well, this next number was a song that I got from an unknown young songwriter in 1920. And, well, his name was George Gershwin. You might have heard it. I've been away from you a long time. I never thought I'd miss you so. Somehow I feel your love is real. Near you I wanna be. The birds are singing, it is songtime. The banjo strumming soft and low. I know that you yearn for me too. Swanee, you're calling me. Swanee, how I love you, my dear old Swanee. I give the world to be among the folks in DIX. I even know my mammies waiting for me, praying for me down by the Swanee. The folks up north will see me no more when I get to that Swanee shore. Swanee, Swanee, how I love my dear old Swanee. Manny, Patty, I love the old folks at home. Swanee, how I love you, my dear old Swanee. I give the world to be among the folks in DIX. I even know my mammies waiting for me, praying for me down by the Swanee. The folks up north will see me no more when I get to that Swanee shore. Thank you. You know, when they invited me and called me to appear, I decided I'd come down a couple of days early and, get me a hotel room just to kind of get acclimated, as they say. Well, I checked into the Hollywood Hilton a couple of nights ago, and I got to tell you, something happened to me in that hotel that in all of my years of show business, I never believed to be possible. Really, it's the worst insult I've ever had in my life. Last night, I went to bed early on account of I want to be ready for the show. Well, about 12 midnight, there's a knock on the door. Just like that. I said, who is it? The man's voice said, house detective. I said, what do you want? He says, have you got a woman in that room? I said, no. He said, here's one, you shove one in. How do you like a thing like that? Honestly, folks, I wouldn't have minded, but the price I'm paying for that room, he should have shoved two in. Well, that's a good way to introduce this next couple of numbers. I'm going to do a couple of comedy songs back from the days on Winter Garden Theater on Broadway. And well, in order to get into the mood to do this number, I'm going to have to change my outfit for a second. But just wait just one moment, folks. This next number is called The Spaniard Who Blighted My Life. Miss Lindy, if you please. Hamburgers, hamburgers, hamburgers. Listen to me while I tell you of the Spaniard who blighted me life. Listen to me while I tell you of the man who stole my future wife. 'Twas down at the bullfight we met him, and during his daring display, and while I went out for some peanuts in a program, the dirty dog stole her away. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. So tonight I will have my revenge. Tonight he will have his revenge. If I catch Alfonso Spadoni, the Toreador, with one mighty swipe I will dislocate his belly jaw. I'll find his blighter, I will. And when I catch him, the blighter I'll kill. He shall die. He shall die. He shall die tiddly-eye, tie. I'll kill him. I'll fracture him. I'll raise a bunion on his Spanish onion if I catch him bending tonight. He shall die. He shall die. he shall die till the eye tie, he shall jolly well die, he shall die, he shall... Oh, it's too high. Io per piccolo diavolo di niente si guarda. One of us should have stayed home. For I'll raise a bunion on his Spanish onion when I catch him bending tonight. Ole! Thank you, folks. Well, while we're keeping with the Spanish theme, this next number is called, well, this next number is about a gal who's not all that she pretends to be. It's called Latin from Manhattan. Miss Lindy? Fate sent her to me over the sea from Spain. She is a one in a million to me. I found my romance when she went dancing by. She must be a Castilian. She seems. Is she from Havana or Madrid? But something about her is making me doubt her. I think I remember the kid. Yeah! She's a Latin from Manhattan. I can tell by her manana. She's a Latin from Manhattan, but not Havana. Though she does the run before us, and she calls herself Dolores. She was in a Broadway chorus, known as Susie Donahue. She can take her tambourine and whack it, but to her it's just a racket. She's a hoofer from Fifth Avenue. She's a Latin from Manhattan. She's a 42nd Streeter. She's a Latin from Manhattan. Senorita Donahue. She can take her tambourine and whack it, but to her it's just a racket. She's a hoofer from Fifth Avenue. She's a Latin from Manhattan. She's a 42nd Streeter. She's a Latin from Manhattan. Senorita Donahue. Velveeta! Thank you. Well, this next little number has absolutely nothing to do with Spain, but it is a comedy song, so if you don't mind, I'm going to keep this outfit on for just a little bit longer. I'm having too much fun. Now, I got to warn any faint hearts in the audience, this song leaves very little imagination, and I hope nobody's going to be, you know, kind of red-faced after they hear the lyrics. It's called Tonight's My Night with Baby. Miss Lindy, if you please. Just looked in my little red book and I found I had a date at 8:30. I can't be late. Look me over. How do I look? Now tell me, am I there? Tell me on the square, could I make anyone care? I comb my hair, I brush my hat, I even washed my dog and cat. Tonight's my night with baby. The onion stack, I like so much, for weeks I haven't dared to touch. Tonight's my night with baby. Now I call sweetie baby, and here's the reason why. Every time we cuddle, it works just like a lullaby. I hit the parson out in the hall, so we'd be there if I should fall. Tonight's my night with baby. Feels just like I'm walking on wheels. I think that I could fly. Look in my eye, and you'll see why. Just have rubber, put on my heels. I've no time to lose. Do your duty shoes. I'm a runaway from the blues. If she says yes, then I'll say yes. If she says no, I'll still say yes. Tonight's my night with baby. And if she says do, I'll say do. If she says don't, I'll still say do. Tonight's my night with baby. We'll move to the North Pole. I know that we're not wrong. You know, at the North Pole, the nights up there are 6 months long. I guess she's nice, I hope I'm right, but if I'm wrong, I'll know tonight. Tonight's my night with baby. I got my ma, I got my pa, I put him in my motor car. Tonight's my night with baby. And I said to my driver, Jack, just drive it, don't come back, cause tonight's my night with baby. See, we've seen every movie, and we've seen every play. We gotta have some amusement, but we want it in a different way. I fixed the lights at 10:30. They'll all blow out, oh boy, and then tonight's my night with baby. Thank you. You know, folks, when they called me up and asked me to entertain you folks, well, I had me an idea. I picked up the telephone, and I called up the prettiest gal that I know, and I invited her to come to the show. And if any of you cuckoos are wondering just how pretty this gal is, get this. When she walked in here today, the smile on her face and her dancing brown eyes lit up this room like the rising sun lights up the surface of the great Pacific Ocean every morning. Maybe you fellas want to see for yourselves. Well, that's her right over there, the gal with the long, light brown hair and big brown eyes. Confidentially, folks, that's my gal. Now listen, I'm going to do a song now, and you all are welcome to listen in. But I'm going to be singing it to her. Hello, baby, how are you? Well, don't get nervous, honey. After all, look, you got the easy part. You just got to sit there and look gorgeous. Miss Lindy, you made me love you. You made me love you. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. You made me want to. And all the time you knew it. I guess you always knew it. You made me happy sometimes. Oh, you made me glad. But there were times, baby, you made me feel so bad. You made me cry for. I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want to tell you. I want some love, that's true. Yes, I do, indeed I do, you know I do. Give me what I cry for. You know you got the kind of kisses that I'd die for. You know you made me love you. You made me love you. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. You made me want to. And all the time you knew it. I guess you always knew it. You made me happy sometimes. Oh, you made me glad. But there were times, baby, you dog. You made me cry for. I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want to tell you. I want some love, that's true. Yes, I do. Indeed, I do. You know I do. Give me, give me, give me, give me what I cry for. You know you got the kind of kisses that I'd die for. You know you made me love you. Thank you, folks. Well, while we're on the subject of pretty gals, if there are any gals in the audience named Rosie today, well, I got a present for you. So come on, Miss Lindy, let's unwrap the package.
Here we go.
There's a little bunch of sweetness that I long to call my bride. And believe me, I'm not happy unless my baby's by my side. Her baptismal name is Rosie, but she puts the rose to shame. And most every night you'll hear me call her name. Rosie, you are my posy. You are my heart bouquet. Come out in a silvery moonlight. There's something sweet, love, I wanna say. Your honey boy, I'm waiting. Those ruby lips to greet. Don't be so captivating, my blushing Rosie, my posy sweet. Rosie, you are my posy. You are my heart's bouquet. Come out here in the moonlight. There's something sweet, love. I'm gonna sing about my baby. Your honey, your boy, I'm waiting. Those ruby, those lips to greet. Don't be so aggravated, my blushing Rosie, my posy sweet. Thank you. Now I want to tell you a little story, and there's really no point to this, but I assume some of you folks here have been to Hawaii before. Well, a couple of months ago, I decided to go to Hawaii, take a couple of weeks off. Well, when my friends heard I was going to Hawaii, they all started calling me up. You know, Jack Benny, Bob Hope, Bing Crosby, and they all said the same thing. Al, when you get to Hawaii, you gotta try some of that food they got there. They call it poi, Hawaiian poi. You gotta try some of that poi. I said, what's it taste like? They said, never mind what it tastes like, just remember, when you get to Hawaii, the poi's the thing. Well, I never heard of it before in my life. But all those hours flying over on the plane to Honolulu, all I could think about was, I gotta get me some of that damn poi. Well, as soon as we landed, I walked right up to the fella from the Royal Hawaiian Hotel who came out to meet us, and I said, listen, do you serve poi at the hotel restaurant? He said, I'm sorry, sir, but the restaurant is closed. But you can go any place downtown, any restaurant at all, and you get all the poi you want. So I walked into this greasy little joint, and a little old Italian fella behind the counter. I said, listen, have you got any poi? He said, sure, kid, we got poi. What kind do you want? Apple or strawberry? And, well, I also want to tell you a story about my father. My father. You know, 2 weeks ago was my father's birthday, and I decided I would buy him an overcoat for his birthday. So I went into a store and I found the perfect coat for my father for $150. Only I know my father. If he knows the coat costs $150, he doesn't want it. So after I bought it, I had him mark down the price to read $15. So I sent the coat to my father with a note, write back and tell me how you like it. Well, yesterday I get a telegram from my father reading, sold the coat to cousin Mo for $25, made $10 profit, sent 20 more coats. Well, folks, this next song is written by my good friend Harry Axt, and it's got to be #1 on the Revival Parade. And here's one thing you won't believe. This little song was dedicated to me, Babyface. Miss Lenny, if you please. Babyface, you got the cutest little babyface. There's not another one could take your place on babyface. My poor heart is jumping, you should have started some knob, babyface. I'm up in heaven when I meet your fond embrace. I didn't need a shove, cause I just fell in love with your pretty baby face. Rosy cheeks and turn-up nose and curly hair. I'm raving about my baby now. Pretty little dimples here and dimples there. Don't wanna live without her. I love her, goodness knows. I wrote a song about her, and here's the way it goes. Babyface, you got the cutest little, oh, you got a babyface. There's not another one could take your place on babyface. My poor heart is jumping, you should have started some knob, babyface. I'm up in heaven when I'm in your fond embrace. You're just as sweet as can be. You got me up a tree with your pretty baby face. When you were a baby not so long ago, you must have been the cutest thing. I can picture you in every baby show, just winning every ribbon with your sweet baby way. Say honest, I ain't fibbing, you'd win them all today, babyface. You got the cutest, oh, you got a babyface. There's not another one could take your place, oh, babyface. My poor heart is jumping, you should have started some knob, babyface. I'm up in heaven when I'm in your fond embrace. You're like a breath of spring that makes old Jolie sing about your baby face. Thank you, folks. Now here's a couple of numbers from old motion picture movie musicals. I hope you'll remember them. The stars are gonna twinkle and shine this evening about 8:45. My loving arms I'm gonna tenderly twine, tweedly twine around you around the 9:15. I know I won't be late, cause at 8:30 I'm gonna hurry there. I'll be waiting where the lane begins, waiting for you on needles and pins, and then the world is gonna be mine, mine all mine. This evening, about 8:45. This next song is about a beautiful girl, and it's called Liza. Moon shining on the river, come along, my Liza. Breeze singing through the treetops, come along, my Liza. Something mighty sweet, I want to whisper sweet and low, that you ought to know, my Liza. I get lonesome, honey, when I'm all alone so long. Don't make me wait, don't hesitate. Come and hear my song. Liza, Liza, skies are gray, but if you smile on me, all the clouds will roll away. Liza, Liza, don't delay, come keep me company, and the clouds will go away. See, the honeymoon is shining down, we should make a date with Parson Brown. Liza, Liza, name the day when you belong to me, and the clouds will roll away. Liza, Liza, name the day when you belong to me, all the clouds will roll away. Thank you. Folks, this is a good time to thank all the good folks without whom, well, this afternoon would have been impossible. There's Miss Jasmine, who couldn't be here today, and Mr. Richard. And of course, there's Miss Lindy. Now, she's got a pretty important job. She's running Jody's music. Confidentially, without her, there ain't no show. Well, I wasn't supposed to say anything about this, but I'm going to talk about it. You know that she almost didn't make it on time here today? You know why? She got caught in all that traffic coming down the freeway from the Santa Anita racetrack. That's right. She don't like to talk about it, but she likes to put a bet on a horse once in a while. And here's a funny thing. She plays hunches. Just last week, she was telling me she had the most peculiar dream. She kept dreaming about hats, 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 hats. Then she says she goes to the track the next day, and then right in the program, there's a horse running by the name of Hattress. So she puts a bet on that horse just like that. And guess who won? Sombrero. Well, you know, folks, after all, Jody is just an old vaudeville comedian. But Jody is also an old mammy singer. And here's a funny thing. A lot of people today are making fun of mammy songs, and I don't know why they should. After all, mammy songs are the fundamental songs of our country. And not only that, you take John McCormick, the famous radio singer. He sings Mother McCree. And folks, that's a mammy song. And he ain't bad. So I'm going to sing you my little mammy song, Rockabye Your Rockabye Baby, with a Dixie melody. Miss Lindy, if you please. rock-a-bye your baby with a Dixie melody. When you croon a tune from the heart of Dixie, and that cradle mammy mine, right on that Mason-Dixon line, and swing it from Virginia to Tennessee with all the soul that's in ya. Weep no more, my lady, Mammy, sing it again for me. Sing old Black Joe, just as long you had me on your knee. A million baby kisses I'll deliver if you will only sing the Swanee River. Rock-a-bye, your rock-a-bye baby with a Dixie melody. Rock-a-bye, hush-a-bye to a Dixie melody. And when you croon a little tune straight from the heart of Dixie, hang that cradle, Mary mine, right on that Mason-Dixon line, and swing it from Virginia to Tennessee with all the soul that's in ya. Mary, listen what they're playing. They're playing Weep No More, My Lady. Sing it again for me. And you remember old Black Joe, Lord love you, Mary, you sang when I was on your knee. A million baby kisses I'll deliver if you will only sing. Go on, sing that Swanee River. Rock-a-bye, your rock-a-bye baby with a Dixie melody. Thank you. Thank you, folks. Folks, listen. This brings to the end of the first part of our show. Now look, I gotta go away for like 5 minutes because I gotta change. You see, I brought a couple of costumes with me on account of the fact that, well, this is such an important audience. I want to make sure to give you the full Oscar Missoula. You know what Oscar Missoula is, the full treatment. So folks, confidentially, I don't want any more than a couple hundred people to hear me, but they say the second part of the show might be better than the first. So don't go anywhere, I'll be right back.